Hi guys, Vicky from Try Less Meat and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a lovely pasta sauce using fresh tomatoes, basil, onions, garlic, mixed herbs, bit of oil, salt and pepper. If you don't have this much fresh tomatoes, that's absolutely fine because I know they're quite expensive. You can use a tin tomatoes with about 5 or 6 chopped ones for the end. I'll cover that in this video. The only reason I'm using fresh is because I managed to buy a box, all these cherry tomatoes for $1.99. The first thing we're going to add is some olive oil because obviously we're going to fry off the onions. Now, if you've got olive oil, perfect. If you've only got vegetable oil, that's fine. But you're going to put a bit of oil into the pan. Let that heat up, and then we're going to add our onions. We're going to add, this is one large chopped onion, but you can add as many as you want. I just want to quickly show you that the tomatoes is about that much. So it's up to you how many tomatoes you use. This is, remember, this is like a using up recipe. Once that's cooked for about 5 minutes, you'll see it starts to go a little bit translucent. We're going to add in 5 garlic cloves and a large tablespoon of mixed herbs. We're going to give that a little mix and we're going to let that simmer for 5 minutes. Next up, we're going to add some pepper, salt, all of the tomatoes. So you can either use fresh tomatoes or half fresh, half tinned, or all tinned. It's up to you. Just remember, if it's tinned, obviously it'll have a lot thinner consistency. And a sort of a big handful of basil. Now you can use dried if you haven't got fresh, that's fine. Give it a good mix. With all my recipes, I'd put the lid on and go, right, simmer it, but I'm not going to do it with this one because as the tomatoes start to break down, they really are going to start producing quite a lot of liquid. So I'm just going to leave this to simmer for about 20 minutes and then I'll come back and have a little look and show you. This has been cooking for 20 minutes. It looks lovely. As you can see, it's all started to sort of break down. There's no fluid in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take half this mix and I'm going to blend it. Now this is a personal preference. You just might like this over your pasta like this. A lot of people do, but a lot of people want a sauce. You've got a choice here. You can either put all this in the blender and completely blend it or just put half. So I'm going to go with half. Let's give this a good blend. Now we're going to add the blended mixture back in. Give it a good mix. Oh, look at that. I tell you what, you can't smell it, but this is incredible, this sauce. Look at that. I've added extra tomatoes. I've added basil. Going to give that a little mix. 5 minutes to just heat through so those tomatoes go a tiny bit soft. And then I'm going to place some of this on pasta with a sprinkling of cheese. And the rest of it I'm going to put straight into the freezer for next week. And there you have it. Look at that. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? For such simple ingredients, onion, garlic, tomato and basil. I mean, look, that is just unreal. You've got to give it a go. It tastes delicious. For all things less meat and eco, anything vegan, for simple cooking ideas, click that subscribe button for future notifications.